Hey there everyone, what's up? My name is Sophie. Welcome to my channel, The Diamond Help Desk. Today is WIP Wednesdays, and we're going to be doing a little WIP and chat. WIP and chat stands for work in progress, and we're just going to talk. So get your canvases ready, get your chores ready, whatever you do when you listen to these, and let's get to work. Before I start, I wanted to welcome anybody that's new to this channel. My name is Sophie, like I was saying earlier. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us in this wonderful diamond painting community or crafty community, because I'm also a very crafty person. So I hope that you enjoy this channel and the content that I put out. I usually have at least one of these a week, just where I get to talk about whatever comes to my mind, because I never prepare for these. And thank you so much. And if you're coming back, thank you so much for your continued support. We just made 700, guys. 700 of you have subscribed to this channel, and I am thankful for each and every single one of you. Today, what we have in front of us is this wonderful canvas that I just did a sneak peek on, the Magician Table. And that is the picture right there. This is going to be a canvas that I use for two events that I have been looking forward for a while. Crafting with Shay, and you can call me Butters, Mermaids and Magic, because this is pure magic. And also for the Emerald along that Lindsay over at Emerald and Fairy Lights is hosting, because it has green and it also has fairies. So I met the requirements with this canvas. And the things that I'm going to use today is this wonderful putty by Randa's Crafty Corner, fresh lilacs. Smells so good. And I already have it loaded up in my pen. This is a butterfly Effectwares pen, and I think this is called Candy Hearts, if I remember correctly. I unfortunately do not remember where I got these two beautiful cover minders. I may have to get back to you on that one, but they're a little fairy door, and it says, this sign says fairies welcome. So love this. This is just for decoration. I hope you like my butterfly. And I'm going to be using this Max tray. So I've actually never used this one because it's gigantic, but I knew I was going to use it one day for 310s. And look at that. The day has come. This canvas came with 6 whole bags of 310s, and I'm going to shove as many as I can into this tray. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to do that off camera, because I know some of you don't like that crinkle. And I'll be back so we can chat about. Now that I have you all close and personal, I wanted to let you know that 2 big bags of 310 fit in this tray comfortably. And I wasn't going to add any more just because they're already piled up over here, but we'll definitely be using that. Look at that shine. I love these drills. Diamond Art Club. If you have never bought from Diamond Art Club, I have good news for you. I have a discount code for $10 off. If you use the code HELPDESK, that's what you'll get. I do get a small commission though, and I just wanted to let you guys know that before we start. And let's start chatting. Let's set the clock to, let's not go over 40 minutes, simply because I have an appointment today. So yeah, I know I'm a busy bee. I'm going to put this to the side so it's not blinding you. But I hope that you guys are having a wonderful week. I know that I put out already that this week is going to be pretty slow on content, simply because I have a big test tomorrow. I have a really big test tomorrow. I'm going to talk about the Navy-wide advancement test. Yep, it is what it sounds like. So every year, twice a year, great. Every year, twice a year, us sailors, we take an exam to see if we get promoted. So that exam sucks. Why does it suck? Because literally everything that entails our rate as ITs is in that exam. So, I ship IT stuff, radars, antennas, communication security, enclaves, message traffic, what else? Radio, ADP, which is basic IT help desk stuff. Well, actually, not just that, but just a lot of stuff. And this test always comes, for me at least, because I'm trying to become an E6, comes on the first week of March and the first week of September. So if I don't get advanced this time around, you'll see me talk about this again in September, unless you'll hear me talk about that I made it in May, because the results do not come out until May. And it's always before that big holiday we have in May, which I'm blanking out on right now. I think it's Memorial Day. Whoops. And the results for the September exam always come out right before Thanksgiving. So we have that consistency at least, but we do not know when the exact date that the results come out. They just kind of come out with a little blurb and they're like, oh, hey, if you took the exam, well, the results are coming out soon. And then they do this whole thing where they don't tell anybody and you got to wait until somebody tells you that you made it or not. They simply did it this way because they used to just announce it on Facebook and not let anybody know. And then people would be like, oh, I'm sorry, you didn't make it. And they'll be like, what do you mean I didn't make it? I haven't seen the results. And they're like, oh, well, the results are on Facebook. And then people would get super upset about it. And I get it. I mean, I was one of those people. Some guy came up to me and they're like, oh, better look next time. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, the results are out. And I was like, what do you mean better luck next time? Yeah, you didn't make it. And I was like, well, dang, I wish you wouldn't have told me because you're a complete stranger. So, I mean, I get it. But then it's a little like not nerve-wracking, but you got to wait until the big guy, the CO, your commanding officer tells you if you made it or not. You know what I mean? I'm going to let you guys know this right now. This is the first time I use a thicker plastic tip. I do not like it because I don't see where I'm placing down my drills. I'm just basically blindly multi-placing right now, and I do not like it. I'm kind of getting it. It kind of looks straight to me from this angle. I guess I'll rewatch this to see if it's true, but I'm just kind of going through the motions of this. Guys, it is March 1st. March 1st. Can you believe that? I can't. I cannot believe it because usually the first half of the year is like slow as molasses. And then the end of the year, you know, once Halloween hits, it's pretty much year over. I mean, that's what I think, at least. That's what it feels like. Because I feel like as soon as, because November or in October 31st, you got Halloween, and then November 8th is my birthday, and then you got a bunch of holidays in November, and then you have Christmas and New Year and everything, and bam, year over. But now I feel like it's really like just flying. What is going on? And I honestly didn't think I was going to be working on Mermaids and Magic for a very long time, and I was like, oh gosh, it's today. And I was debating on whether to like finish a canvas, because your girl hasn't had a finish this whole year. I just am a serial starter, and I have started on, I don't even know how many canvases I have right now started, but I'm hoping that I'll have at least 2 finishes this month, because I do have a lot of canvases that are almost there, or that are at least halfway there. And this one in particular, this part isn't going to take me too long, because color blocking 310 does not take long. Once you get to the actual bottle portion of this, it's a lot of confetti. It's confetti heavy there, but it isn't like ridiculous. At the same time though, this does have 56, 58 colors in that. So who knows? Maybe I'm just lying to myself. For life stuff, so I did end up going to my mother-in-law's birthday, and okay, I moved this just a little bit. I guess my phone kind of just locked itself, I guess, and I was still recording, so I looked up and I was like, why can't you see anything? I thought that maybe it died or something, because it is running on low battery right now. Well, not really low battery, but anyway, I did go to my mother-in-law's 60th birthday party. And I've got to be honest with you guys, like completely transparent here. I did not have a good time. Because I just wasn't having a good day and ended up having an argument with my husband, which is rare. But I don't know, maybe the pressure of getting there on time because we were in charge of food this time around. And it was just, it was not fun. I guess you can say that it's not fun once you're kind of your person and you aren't really in good terms. So I've told you guys this before. I cannot really hide my feelings. I'm not good at not letting people know that I'm not having a good time. So I don't think I was very fun to be around. So I left for a little bit to cool down. And I was a little sad about that because, but I also needed to not look like a complete booty head at my mother-in-law's 60th birthday. You know what I mean? But if you're curious of what I look like, I'm going to post a picture right here. That's me, your girl. I did the whole makeup. I have, I think, the perfect hair for 80s glam. And I try to do kind of some hairdos. Or I looked up pictures of my mom in the 80s and I couldn't find, outfits like that she wore, because she wore like dresses with like the cinched waist, and she was wearing like the mom 80s pants that they kind of sell now, but not really those. I don't know. It's just a different build. I put way too much putty on this, and that is my fault. So I tried it, and then I was like, you know what? Let's see what we find. And I went to Target. I went to Target the day before the party. Yeah. Procrastinator at heart. And surprisingly, Target has some really like 80s, 90s looking clothes right now. And I bought a jumpsuit, and my mother-in-law was so shocked because apparently she had an outfit just like that back in the day. So I was like, yes, I made it. I did it. And I put I did the blue eyeshadow, of course. That is so like stereotypical. But at the same time, I only see pictures with people with that. And like so maybe it's like this really bright, like bright pink blush. And I did that. And then I put some pink above my eyelids above my blue eyeshadow. And that was like kind of like a impromptu moment. I was just going to do blue eyeshadow, but then the pink really made it pop. And then of course some pink lipstick. I just went all out. And I went with some flats and socks in the flats. If you lived in the 80s, did you wear that? And then of course my fake name for the whole thing was Muffy Bangles. So I wore some bangles. Once I came back, once I was cooled down, and I wasn't being a grumpy pants, and also my husband wasn't being a booty head, we made up, and then of course we continued the party, and then that was pretty much it. But I mean, I don't know, for those of you that are in relationships, arguments take a lot of energy out of me, and I do not like them. I don't like being confrontational, especially not with, a significant other. And that's just, I just don't like it, because it honestly makes me feel really like depleted at the end of the day. So I ended up falling asleep on the couch as soon as we got home, before my son. And and that was our Sunday. And then I had to work on Monday, which kind of, yeah. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. So you know how I told you guys that my son was sick like 2 weeks ago? Well, I think he's sick again. And this time he has like this really gross, like barky cough, like kind of like a honk, almost like a honk. I can't even, I'm sorry. That was a terrible, that's a terrible imitation of my son coughing. I'm sorry, Rafi. But we'll see. He's just snotty. The doctor said if he doesn't have a fever, he's fine. So, fluids and soup. And we didn't take him to daycare yesterday, so I didn't record anything because I was hanging out with him. But what I'm saying is that, man, like, does it ever stop, parents? I feel like they're always sick. Daycare always has something going on around, and I'm just like, can my baby boy get a break? But once you get kids together, have you seen how kids, they touch stuff all the time? And it is what it is. My daycare provider, she is wonderful. I'm very, very lucky, and I feel very blessed to have her in our lives because she really, really takes good care of them. She loves every single one of those kids, and I know that she's very clean. You can just smell it when you walk into her house. It smells like clean. So I know that it's not because of her. It's probably just the kids. Just that actually last night, Raphael was playing with me, and I'm saying by playing, he was basically tackling me, and I end up having his spit in my mouth again. So if you hear from me next WIP and chat, and I'm like, I'm sorry guys, I'm sick, it's because my son spit in my mouth. Oh God. Oh Lord. So life, I mean, that's just the mom life, y'all. But if anybody is wondering, my husband and I are just fine. It was just one of those disagreements, and honestly, I think it might have just been my fault because I made us late. So I was getting ready, and I honestly thought that he said 11:30. Well, I don't know if I misheard him on purpose or like I was having some selective hearing, but we were supposed to leave at 11 just to pick up the chicken on time. And I wasn't downstairs until 11:15. I'm over here all proud of myself, like, oh babe, look at me, I am here early. Well, it wasn't early, it was very late. Also on Monday I had this kind of and I guess I didn't say content warning but I had this very strange day on Monday where my anxiety kind of got to me, and I thought that something bad was going to happen. Let me tell you, for those of you that don't particularly like people that are late, I'm sorry. I may not be your person because I'm literally late to everything. So Monday, I was early to everything. And I was so paranoid that something bad was going to happen, because I was like, okay, this is okay. I kept getting to places like not just on time, but early. So I was like, oh no, what's happening? What's going to happen today? So I just got into my head and nothing happened. I mean, I'm still here. Well, I mean, Raphael did wake up a lot that night, but it wasn't, I thought that something like lethal was going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is the last day on earth, so I got to be early to everything. But hey, I'm still here. Thank goodness. That was just my brain with the thoughts that shouldn't be there. But yeah, I like in the morning I got to muster on time, and I actually made it early because I usually just kind of walk in. Well, I do a lot of stuff in the morning, but I don't know. I blame it on the ADHD, but it just might be me, to be honest. I just have no, I feel like the concept of time just doesn't exist in my brain, because I feel like I'm on time all the time when really I'm strolling in like 30 minutes late every time, or 5 to 30 minutes late every time, because not always 30 minutes. Sometimes it's just a minute. But to be on time in the military, it has to be 30 minutes early to be on time. But speaking of the military, oh my goodness, do I have news for y'all. I feel like this is a very military whip and chat. So they are trying to retain people in the military, and they're doing some I don't know what to call it. They're kind of like extending some things. For example, the re-enlistment bonuses. And if you're a military person right now listening to this and you don't know yet, they have increased the re-enlistment bonuses. There used to not be re-enlistment bonuses because there was no need to have re-enlistment bonuses because people were just re-enlisting. Well, now the re-enlistment bonuses are like at a high price. But I'm still debating. You know what I mean? I am still not completely 1000% sure that I'm going to be continuing my military career. I think I'm going to be moving on to things like what I really want to do. I want to do cybersecurity stuff. I want to get bad guys thrown in jail because of computers, or hackers, or help a company out to make their websites a lot stronger. Like, I want to do that kind of stuff. I do not love viruses, but I just think they're so interesting. And what I mean by viruses, I mean computer viruses. Also, real life viruses are interesting too, but I am not a medical professional. Do not ever take medical advice from me. Also, I have a lot of doctor's appointments coming up. Today, particularly, I'm getting my ears checked because I've had ringing in my ears for years now. Yeesh, I know it's bad. Usually my right ear, but I kind of ignored it for a minute. What did I do? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to straighten these. I am so sorry for those of you watching me right now. These drills do not look good. I am so sorry. And I got putty on here. Look at how messy they look. Oh my goodness. Let me pause you and fix these. Okay, I didn't find my little straightening tool, but I am changing pens. This is a pen that a subscriber gave to me. I still don't know who that was. Thank you, subscriber. And I think this is from Diamond Pen Pal because they're the flat pens. And from what I know, they're the only company that does that. I have this metal tips on each side from Diamond Art Club, and I love this pen because it doesn't roll. Let me just fix these drills just a bit. So, yeah, I am now thinking about re-enlisting because, much better, but I think this one needs more putty. Look at that. Much better. So I guess I do not like the thick placers, but also this needs putty. Great. Okay, so what was I saying? So re-enlistment bonuses. So they're at an all-time high right now, and I'm about to be a year out. So either a year out, you get out, or you re-enlist is basically what that happens. What happens there? I'm just gonna reload, guys. So I think I just have a lot to think about what I want to do with not just my life, but just a career. And oh my goodness, fresh lilacs, delicious. So I'm just like, I have some time to think about it, so I'm not going to just decide this all willy-nilly, because this is a big decision. This is one of those things that kind of will change the course of my life. That's what I'm because if I re-enlist, then I have to retire. Like, there's no way I'm not going to retire, and that means I'll do the whole 20 years. I think honestly what's kind of what's it called? What's kind of making me think about, like, if I make rank, like if I like do really well, I just poke myself, and that's why you cover your tweezers. Oh, thank goodness I didn't bleed. So if I do well on this test and I get advanced to E6, then I can re-enlist, because then I will re-enlist is what I mean. Because I'm going to be getting paid a little more, and then that re-enlistment bonus, and it just gives me an opportunity to transfer my college benefits to Raphael. I didn't have that option earlier on because Raphael was born after I could transfer the benefits. So you need like 6 years or something in order to transfer benefits to a dependent, and he was born 3 years ago, so he wasn't here yet. So basically what I'm saying is that I may have to, face some hard choices coming up. Ooh, whatever putty I put in here is really hard to get out. It smells good though. It still smells good. But yeah, that's basically what has been going on. I had a really good time dressing up for that party and looking for outfits. My son, so we were trying to go for a how do you say it? Like an alternative vibe. So he had like an AC/DC shirt and stuff. And my husband found like this shirt that he wanted for the beach, but I was like, oh no, this looks totally 80s. So I put it on top of an AC/DC shirt, right? Like, and then had it opened up, like it was a button-up shirt. Here, let me show you guys this. I'm over here doing it on the side. So yeah, it looked like a button-up shirt, and it was really flowy, and I had it all unbuttoned with like the ACD shirt under, and guys. Oh, and he has a mullet, by the way. For those of you that don't know, my beautiful precious boy has a mullet. So, but what I'm getting to is that he looked like Ace Ventura. So my boy looked like Ace Ventura, pet detective. And it's so I can get all the excess. I press down. Let me press down on the actual table surface because that mat. But and I wasn't the only one that noticed. I kind of said it to Tanner. I was like, "Oh my gosh, he looks like Ace Ventura," and they're like, "Oh God, don't say anything," because they're gonna say it to the family. And sure enough, everybody called him Ace Ventura. I was like, "Dang it!" Of course, I wasn't the only one that noticed. But yeah, I mean, if you've seen Ace Ventura, if not, it's a Jim Carrey film back in the 90s, and then he had the khaki pants. So yeah, guys, Raphael was Ace Ventura for a day, and he doesn't even know it. Fun times. But yesterday, oh my gosh, and I'm sorry if I sound like a terrible parent right now. But yesterday I was at Bev's Live, and she was saying some ridiculous things. Yes, you were, Bev. And I was laughing so hard that my laughter was contagious. So Raphael was laughing so hard, and I was trying to get him ready for bed. And then he started jumping on the bed. Have you heard that song? 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. Well, I read that to him afterwards, by the way, because one little Raphael was jumping on the bed and laughing, and then he fell off the bed. And I'm only laughing because that was the funniest fall I've ever seen. Like the America's Funniest Home Videos, and you see the kids falling, or some stuff that make you say, "Ooh." Well, that did, I mean, he felt funny also because I was like catching him almost, and I was like, "Oh no," and I grabbed him. So my bed is pretty tall, so he did take a little fall, and he did hurt his ribs because the The bed, so it's so high up that he got caught like in the actual wood part, and it kind of rubbed a little bit on his like chest, and then he was like, "Mommy, owie, ow." But of course, did some sana colita de rana. If you don't know, it's what Mexican people say. And I think it's one of the funniest things because sana colita de rana means heel, the butt of a frog. And then it says, si no sanas hoy, sanarás mañana. If you don't heal today, you will heal tomorrow. And you kind of just rub it, and then you give it a kiss right afterwards. And if he kind of just gets one little inconvenient thing, like if he like scrapes himself or just like falls a little or something, just some minor inconvenience, he's always like, mommy, sana. It's so cute, guys. It really is. God, I love him. Look at that. I'm almost, God, but this section looks terrible. I am so sorry. So thick plastic tips are not for me, and you guys can probably see the difference here. This is a 9 placer, but this is a thin metal placer, and this is more of a thicker plastic placer, and I was not a fan of that, but we'll see. Y'all, also, The Walking Dead. Have you seen The Walking Dead? For those of you that have, do not ruin anything for me in the comments. I'm not going to say I'll block you, but I will delete your comment. Do not ruin The Walking Dead for me, please. I'm in season 9. Yeah, remember how I said like 2 whips and chats ago that I was binging The Walking Dead because I'm like, I wanted to finally finish it, like get over that hump, because I think I mentioned it. I think I've mentioned it a lot, actually. Well, I'm going to mention it again. The Walking Dead lost the biggest percentage ever in a TV show when they like killed off one of the main characters. Well, I was one of those viewers because I was like, oh, heck no. Why would you kill my boy? Like, he was a saint. Why would you do that? So, I got over that and continued watching. And man, oh man. Season 9, it's like there's a lot going on. Who knows? Those dang walkers, the people. I can't even like I'm really into The Walking Dead right now. But yeah, that's basically all I've been watching. It's just so funny to me. But but it's good. If you stopped where you know what? If you haven't seen The Walking Dead, cover your ears, please. I'm about to kind of spoil it, but not really, because I feel like everybody knows this. So the guy I'm talking about is Glenn. Glenn gets moited by Negan in a horrific way. And if you stopped watching at that point, just keep watching. Just finish it off. You got that was like season like 7, I think. Like that's pretty far. Like, keep going. You're more than halfway done. Trust me. But oh man, another main character has recently passed. Well, he passed. Oh God, I said pronouns. Well, they passed in season 8, and I didn't think I would care about this character. Like I didn't think I was gonna care if they died in the show. Well, man, they made me care. They're like, oh, you don't care about this character? Well, let me make you. And that's what AMC did. And I was like, oh man, wow. But yeah. What was I gonna say? My time is up. I have a silent timer because sometimes it scares me. But when I'm going to talk just a little long, just to give y'all some updates. Oh, actually, let me just keep talking. So it is March 1st, right? It is the beginning of Women's History Month. Yeah. Who run the world? Girls. So, Miss Hannah, Sparkling Spectrumite, go follow her if you don't. She's fantastic, a beautiful, wonderful person, and truly one of my very good friends in this community. Her and I are doing a kind of like women's history kind of thing. So we bought come on Sophie, you can talk, you can do it. We bought the women's herstory over at Paint Gem. So we're gonna be doing 1 week her, 1 week I for each person in the pack. So there's 4, and stay tuned for that. I will be making reels about them too. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, it is the same name. If you ever want to follow me on any social, on any platform, I am on TikTok, on Twitch, on Instagram, on here on YouTube. I am on Facebook, but not under the Diamond Help Desk. But honestly, I go on Facebook just to lurk in the groups and comment to people that need help. Anyway, it is the Diamond Help Desk, at the Diamond Help Desk. Look for me on Instagram. I post there, I would say almost daily. And definitely will be posting some reels there with them. But if you want to join us with this, go ahead and go to Paint Gem, Paint Gem's website. I think it's paintgem.com. I think it's that simple. But I also have a discount code for Paint Gem. It is also Help Desk. I'm trying to keep. So I also asked like the 2 people that I'm affiliated with. I was like, hey, to Paint Gem, I was like, can I change? Because my discount code used to be the Diamond Help Desk for them. And I was like, hey, can I change my code to just Help Desk? Because I just want the same code for everything. And they're like, yeah, no problem. So code Help Desk, y'all. And it'll save you 10%. That's why I got it mixed up, because Paint Gem is 10%. Diamond Art Club is $10. Doll hairs. So American USD, by the way. I know. And yeah, that's what's gonna be happening. We're gonna enjoy this. We've been talking about it since last year. So what's it called? The women's I think it's called the Herstory Pack, has been sold out for quite a while now. So I was lucky enough to grab some yesterday because they had a restock. So if you haven't tried a Paint Gem kit, do it, because they're actually surprisingly really nice. The only thing that I don't like about them is that they can get frayed, but they're so little that they don't. Well, what I mean is that they don't have the scalloped edges like this diamond painting does. But I mean, it doesn't really. I feel like it's so small that it doesn't really matter. That's just me being completely honest. But the quality of something so tiny that they have, I think, was pretty top tier. Yeah. Anyway, y'all. Hey, time's up. How long have we been doing this? I mean, I think it was like 40, maybe even 50 minutes. Get up, go get some water, touch your toes, stretch your back, stretch your hips, do maybe like 5 squats, slow squats, and that should get you ready for more diamond painting. I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I don't like being achy from sitting down. That's just me. If you don't do it, that's up to you too. I hope that you do though. Please let me know in the comments how your week was. If it was good, then fantastic. But if it was not good, then many positive vibes and thoughts to you. And if you ever need anybody to talk to, my DMs are always open. Just let me know that you let me know that you DM me. Well, you can't always let me know because anyway, I try. Or just leave me a comment and say, hey, I DM'd you. And I'll be like, oh yeah, all right, cool. Let me go check. Oh, also for my Spanish speakers, if you're in here and hablas español, then I might start doing Spanish lives, but I kind of want to hold off on that for a little bit, simply because I don't think I have as much people speaking Spanish as a following. I may have that. I just don't know yet. Man, that putty that I took out smells really good. I just don't know yet. So, I mean, if you are one of the people that would like to see my lives in Spanish, let me know in the comments as well. And if you got this far, leave me a fairy emoji, because it is the beginning of something magical. Y'all have a beautiful week. I'll see you next week. And I'll see you on Friday, because I'm doing 2 sneak peeks. Yeah, that's right. I said it. 2 sneak peeks. Sneak peeks. One in English and one in Spanish. So for the people that speak English, this is your week. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.